I'd like to take this opportunity to lend my voice in our work for peace and reconciliation, one among many peace seekers. I'd like to bring to our attention the fellowship of Shalom in the journey of redemption. The fellowship of Shalom in the journey of redemption. Shalom is a beautiful Hebrew word meaning peace, harmony, and wholeness. Shalom means peace that comes from being whole. In our everyday language, it can refer to peace between two entities, between human beings and God, or between two nations. The word shalom connotes restoration and wholeness of one's total being, individual and society, heaven and earth. The biblical narrative enlightens us of God's intention to have the fellowship of Shalom, which means peace, love, kindness, equality, and justice among people. The fellowship of Shalom can be exegeted or accurately embodied and exemplified in the life and work of the prophets in the Old Testament and Jesus in the New Testament, where love, peace, equality, and justice are sought. Healing takes place and the dead brought to life. God's intention is to reunite the new heavens and earth where He will dwell in us. Revelation 21, 1-4. However, as we see in the letters to the Romans, chapter 8, verses 22 and 23, the whole humanity and creation are crying for redemption, groaning for redemption, calling us Christians to play a greater role. In our Naga struggle for self-determination, it appears to me that many people have their own version of God and therefore the inability to embrace Shalom and engage in the work of collective redemption. We may experience God, His grace and guidance in a genuine way. However, we are unwilling to sacrifice our pride for the common good, and this will only lead us in the path of self-deception and self-destruction. Our Naga history is part of the greater history of God's redemption. Therefore, we need to align ourselves in this path. Instead of feeling comfortable with our own experience of God, we need to extend ourselves to others and think of the greater purpose. And this entails truly loving one another, forgiving each other unconditionally, and reaching out to each other. We live in God's history and not our own. God's intention is to have the fellowship of Shalom. The fellowship of God can be manifested in our fellowship with one another. Then only can we experience Shalom. Kugnalim.